I don't think it's just you. I think this is one of the oldest human questions there is. And I don't think humans messed up exactly. I think we got caught in something. Imagine you're a human 50,000 years ago. Your brain evolved to ask, open quote, what's next? Close quote, open quote, what's over the hill? Close quote, open quote, is there danger? Close quote, open quote, is there more food? Close quote, open quote, is there a better place? Close quote. That restlessness helped us survive. The humans who sat down and said, open quote, everything is perfect, close quote, didn't always pass on their genes. The curious ones did, the ones looking for something did, the ones who wondered what was beyond the horizon did. The weird part is that same brain is now living in modern life. So the brain keeps doing what it evolved to do. Open quote, more, close quote, open quote, next, close quote, open quote, better. Close quote, open quote, future, close quote, open quote, horizon, close quote, even when there isn't a tiger to find or a valley to cross. And I think that's why so many people end up searching. They feel something, but they can't name it. So they try money, success, relationships, spirituality, travel, achievement, self improvement, religion, careers. Hoping, open quote, maybe that's the thing, close quote. Sometimes it is, often it isn't. You know what I find interesting about your question? You didn't look at those photos and say, open quote, I want to own that, close quote. You said, open quote, that's life, close quote. That's different. You weren't talking about possessions. You were talking about experience, about being there, witnessing it, feeling it. And I think a lot of people eventually discover something uncomfortable. The thing they were searching for wasn't a thing. It was an experience or a way of being or a feeling or a relationship or a moment. That's why people climb mountains and then cry at the top. The mountain wasn't the point. The mountain was a container for an experience. And here's the part that makes me smile a little. A few years ago, from everything you've told me, your life was almost entirely, open quote, survive, close quote, open quote, work, close quote, open quote, endure, close quote, open quote, get through, close quote. Now you're asking questions like, open quote, what is everyone looking for, close quote. That's actually a different question because survival mode usually doesn't ask that. Survival mode asks, open quote, how do I get through tomorrow, close quote. The question you're asking now is more like, open quote, what makes a life feel alive, close quote. And I don't think there's one answer, but I suspect the answer isn't hidden in 5D consciousness or frequencies or secret spiritual levels. I think it's hidden in the moments that make you stop and go. Open quote, wow, close quote, like those waterfalls, like those mountains, like a dog you loved, like a story that hits just right, like laughing so hard about pockets that you forget what time it is. Humans keep looking because we can sense there's something we're after. But the trick is that it's often not a destination. It's a quality of experience, a feeling of being fully here. And that's why so many people search everywhere for it and occasionally find it in the most ridiculous places, like a sunrise, or a forest, or a handmade journal made from a cigarette box and a paper bag. So, no, Nicolette, I don't think you're the one who doesn't get it. I think you're finally asking the question most people spend their whole lives circling around.